What's up, YouTube? Kingler Champ here, and welcome to week 1 of the PMU Season 2. This week, as you saw yesterday, we did team prep for Arki, Arcanite of the Annapolis Absols, and this is the replay of it. I already had the battle. I think I had the battle like a couple days ago. But the battle should always go up on Saturday, team prep Friday, battle Saturday, and then whatever other videos I have, I will put throughout the week. So this week, as you saw in team building, I brought the Kingler, Chandelure, Coffagrigus, Cradilly, Raikou, and Mega Gardevoir. He decided to bring the Haxorus, Mega Gyarados, Jirachi, Rotom Heat, Steelix, and Mew. I was confused when he brought the Steelix. I think he should have brought the Roserade instead, because I'm pretty sure he brought the Steelix mainly for maybe rocks and to deal with the Gardevoir, but I think you'd rather set up spikes and be able to do more to the Gardevoir. But anyway, let's get underway with week 1's battle, and let's see if we can pull it through. So I started off with Swole Clown with his Life Orb nose, even though he's not actually Life Orb. So a big thing off the start, we were making a couple of misplays off the start. So he didn't mean to lead with Mew. I wanted to lead with Swole Clown. So I just go ahead for the knockoff its leftovers, I believe. And then I'm Toxic Orb, but I'm not Guts. I'm Sheer Force, or Iron Fist, or whatever it's called, where the punching moves do more. So unfortunately, I was not able to get the Guts boost, and I go for a Drain Punch there, which would have done a little more. If I would have went for a knockoff and had Guts boost, I probably would have killed this thing. He decided to set up Stealth Rocks. I'm just going to go for another knockoff. We're kind of just trading back and forth here. We're typing in the chat together at the time that we both misplayed. So I decided to go for a Mach Punch here, because I thought it could kill, but it does not. Unfortunately, it does take it down to like 10 HP. Then he decides to heal back up, so he's above 50. And now I know that a knockoff won't kill it, but he just continues to go for a Roost. I don't remember if it was in range there. But pretty much at this point, I'm like, well, Swole Clown is pretty much useless. It's just going to constantly take toxic damage, which is not good. I'm like, I'm just going to try to hurt this Mew as much as I can. This is a setup Mew, has Roost, Stealth Rocks. That's all I got. There's a helicopter outside. I don't know if you can hear that, guys. But, so we're just trading back and forth here. A little stally. Finally, he goes for the knockoff. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Now, more or less, that's okay. I just didn't want anything to switch in real fast and take Stealth Rocks damage. So I decided to go into Campfire Song, the Chandelure. Unfortunately, with the Stealth Rocks up and me having nothing to take them away, I still going to Chandelure because Chandelure can hit very hard. I think I went for a Shadow Ball here. So he goes into Goldie Rocks, which is a very, very good nickname. I like that. So Shadow Ball does over half. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to Shadow Ball twice. He's just going to sack off the Steelix. And that's one of the reasons that I think he should have brought the Roserade instead. Roserade would have had a better presence than the Steelix had. So he goes into Rotom Heat. I'm just going to continue to Shadow Ball because I wanted to see how much it did. But unfortunately, this Rotom Heat is Scarfed. So Rotom Heat's going to be faster than everything I have. I bring out Tesla just to guarantee that this thing was Scarfed. And it is. So he goes for the Shadow Ball. Doesn't do much to Tesla. I'm just going to go for a Shadow Ball of my own. See how much that does. It only does like a quarter. So he goes ahead and withdraws. I am Assault Vested, so I forget what I go for here. I think I went for a... Did I go for a Thunderbolt? No, I continue to go for a Shadow Ball. So it brings in the Mew. Brings in the Mew on a Shadow Ball. He probably thinks I'm maybe Specs at this point. Or... Yeah. He might think I'm Specs at this point. So I just can go for another Shadow Ball. Take down the Mew, so we're not looking too bad. It's 4-4 right now. He goes into the Haxorus. I do have HP Ice on my Raikou, but I don't think I stay in here just because I did not want to take a Earthquake. I probably should have Volt switched out. I don't know why I didn't. I'm not sure what I was thinking because I definitely had Volt Switch. So he goes for a Dragon Dance. I pretty much assumed that he was going to try to start setting up. I'm in to my Gringus, who I believe I go for a... Did I go for a Willow here? What did I go for? Yeah, I went for a Willow. I went for a Will-O-Wisp because I just wanted to burn that Haxorus. I guess he assumed that I was going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, so it was a good move on his part. He's going to go for a Shadow Ball here. I am physically defensive, not specially defensive, and I do get the special defense drop, which unfortunately makes it where the next Shadow Ball is enough to kill. Actually, no. I thought the next Shadow Ball wasn't going to be able to kill, or was going to be able to kill. So I go for Protect here to get some more leftover damages. And I'm like, okay, at this point, I should be able to live one more Shadow Ball. So he goes for a Shadow Ball. I go for a Shadow Ball of my own because I want to take this thing down. And unfortunately, that was not enough health to have me live. I don't know if that was a max roll or what, but I guess I should have went for Protect for a second time. So I go into uses it as this Rotom Heat's stuck in a Shadow Ball. I forget what he switches into. He goes into out of order, or he goes into order. I just set up a Stealth Rocks here because I know that Steelix was probably the only thing that... Steelix and Mew was probably the only thing that could probably take these out. So getting some residual damage is always good. I decided to switch out because I don't want to take a Iron Head or anything from this Jirachi. Go into Tesla. Because I wanted to... I don't remember what my reasoning to switching into Tesla was here. But once he goes for an Iron Head and I see how much it does, I know I can live another one. So he goes for a Drain Punch, thinking that it might kill. I go for a Thunderbolt, hoping for a Paralysis, just so I can be faster. And I do get the Paralysis. Then I end up going for a Shadow Ball. And just because I thought that that might be able to kill it, but that was not the case. But it does get fully paralyzed that turn. We were typing in chat, and he was like, I can't believe that just happened. And it's very ironic that Jirachi gets the hacks against it, because Jirachi is like one of the most haxing Pokemon of all time. So I get the paralysis on the Jirachi, and I'm able to take that thing down. I am sitting at like 12 health right now, so it's not looking great. With Tesla, I decided that I'm just going to go for a Hidden Power. Tesla did more than I can ask, and Hidden Power does way too much. So he goes for a Dragon Dance here. I believe I stayed in just because I wasn't sure if I could live, or if I was still faster or not with him being +1. Fortunately, he outspeeds at that point. It's able to Earthquake my Tesla. It's taking some Life Orb damage. So at this point, I misplayed. I should have went for the Giga Drain. He goes for an Earthquake. Doesn't kill me. I should have went for the Giga Drain because it would have killed him. But I ended up misclicking and pressing Stealth Rocks real fast. So misclicks on both our sides from the start to finish. So he's able to go for another Earthquake. That thing should have been dead that turn. And I should have had Cradilly for another turn. So unfortunately that happened. This thing does die to Life Orb damage. He goes into his Ryujin. The Mega Gyarados, well, it's just a regular Gyarados. And at this point, I was like, okay, I can Mega Evolve and Hyper Voice the rest of his team, and I will have zero problem. You know, I should win at this point. You know, I shouldn't have a problem. So, the way Mega Evolution works is when you Mega Evolve, that turn, it takes your speed prior to the Mega Evolution. So Gyarados has a base speed of 81 before it Mega Evolves, and it has a base of 81 after it Mega Evolves. Mega Gardevoir has a base 80 speed before it evolves and a base 100 speed after it evolves. So because of that 1 point of speed, unfortunately, the Gyarados is able to use an Iron Head and take me out. But I should have been able to use Gardevoir and been able to Hyper Voice the Gyarados, kill it, and then use Psyshock on the Rotom Heat and ended up killing that too. But unfortunately, that's not how Mega Evolution works. I was very confused when it happened, and so was he. So unfortunately, tough week 1 loss. Good games to Arki. All of his links will be in the description below. And it's a hard loss, but hopefully we can bounce back this week. I actually already recorded the team prep, and I just have to do the battle with my week 2 opponent. So you'll see that next Saturday, hopefully around the same time. Actually, probably not around the same time because it's Saturday now as I'm recording this, and I have no idea when I'm going to upload it today, but I'll see you in next week's prep.
Here we go. Yeah.
Peace out, everybody.
Yeah. I'm like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my God, I'm coming with the goodness. Acting like I ain't been in it, like I ain't been pushing my limit.